So, can you discuss the concept of mental toughness? Now, I would never have thought to ask this question. So, I did have to seek sources. And I thought, what is mental toughness? So, perhaps you can kind of explain that as well in the context of dog sports and how can it be developed?
I would actually argue against the concept. So to me, mental toughness is kind of an ability to not be affected by anything.
Right. And push through no matter what.
Yeah, and just like who
Human.
cares? Who cares what everybody thinks? Who cares how my dog does? Well, I care. I care a lot. And I get disappointed when I have some expectations that don't get met. Absolutely. So am I more mentally tough now than I was before? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I'm actually more sensitive to everything
Ah,
now because I have a different
aware.
perspective on it. It
Ah,
instead of why is my dog doing this to me, it's more, it's what can I do to help you right now?
right.
That shifts everything.
Oh, it does.
So I don't think you need a thick skin to do dog sports. You need concrete goals,
Right.
right? And concrete expectations that both of you are trying to meet. And
Right.
again, you can't really control whether or not the dog meets them in the moment, but you can take note and say, apparently this is something we need to work on
Yeah.
and figure out why you thought it was going to be fine and it wasn't.
Right.
If you can, and if you don't know how to do that, get help. Get
Right.
someone to weigh in and try to help you with that. You can meet every single one of your goals and not qualify, not get any kind of ribbon, not end up on the podium, and walk out of that place feeling like $1,000,000 because
Yeah.
you hit all of your goals.
Yeah.
And you're feeling really good about it, and you didn't get a single ribbon. And it turns out that the ribbons and the titles stop having that impact when you're setting your own goals because ribbons and titles are goals other people have set.
Oh, wow. It's true.
It is
Oh,
true.
wow.
And
Yeah.
that's things that other people have determined are important.
Right. Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, let's pretend that you really don't care whether your dog ever learns how to do a contact behavior. You could run jumpers the rest of your life, be perfectly happy if you've decided that that's not what's important to you.
Right.
So jumpers is jumps and tunnels.
Right.
There's no teeter totter, there's no dog walk, there's no A-frame. And you could decide that it just doesn't matter. And are you going to now be sad that you're not going to do any standard runs that have those obstacles in them? If you've made a decision that they don't matter to you and you're happy just doing this one type of course instead of all the other ones, I don't think you're going to be sad about that. If you are sad about it, then you need to reevaluate your goals and work on training the thing that you need in order to achieve what you're trying to achieve.
Very good.
But all those things start to fall away when you've got your own goals
Right.
for your and for you. And another thing that's really helped is actually approaching setbacks with curiosity instead of trying to figure out whose fault it was. It was the dog's fault. It was my fault. Somebody dropped a treat in the ring. It's their fault. Uh, a bin fell over and banged and startled my dog, and it's that person's fault. Two dogs got into a fight,
Right.
into a disagreement ringside. The dog behind me was screaming its head off while I was running. It's their fault.
Right.
Instead, if I approach some of those things with, I wonder why that happened, or I wonder what I can do to help my dog with that, or I wonder if there is a skill we're missing here and I'd like somebody else's opinion, it switches you out of whose fault is it that bad things are happening and more into a what do we need and how do we get there?
Right.